Thank you very much, Sanjay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have to give you a health warning before I respond to the chairman's request that I'm not an elected member, I'm a nominated member of the parliament, so I'm one of the species who people keep wondering what we do in the parliament. I've wondered that myself for a while. I've been there just about a year, and people keep on asking me outside. And then I have been made to feel by my fellow parliamentarians as being an integral part of the system. They're extremely friendly, they are very consultative, and therefore my ability to take interest, participate, has improved over a period of time. So I just wanted to give you the background, and I don't want you to take me too seriously because my ability to influence in committees or on the floor of the House is hugely limited. Be that as it may, my nature and upbringing and background are such that I cannot remain a bystander. Somebody asked me, why does the country need an annual budget? And we make so much hoo-ha about it. The television go gaga, the corporate get together and you become a who's who depending on whether you are there or not there. What's so great about the budget? And eventually I thought about it and I've come to the conclusion that our budget is equal to or similar to the State of the Union message that the US President gives to the House of Representatives. It's an account to the nation, very frankly, about the sources and uses of fund at the state, at the center, and eventually at the state level. It's a huge exercise. The budget is mind-boggling, even more mind-boggling than the telecom scam. And you start wondering the management of this huge amorphous number with number of zeros that one can't even imagine, and how it trickles down and then comes up again when the balance sheet to the nation is presented. Now, when you come from backgrounds like mine, of course, chartered accountants, auditors, annual meetings, shareholders meetings, etc., have a sense of accountability, or there is a real accountability on the sources and uses of fund, which is, I think, well nigh impossible in a country of our size and complexity. And I do not want to pass this inability to account for the last penny on the reason that everybody keeps citing that we are a democracy, everything takes time, and don't expect all these pluses and minuses to add up. I just don't accept it. It's a laissez-faire which has developed. I do not know what it was before independence, but gradually it has developed over a period of time where the discipline of accountability on how money is collected, how it is allocated, how it is spent, is getting more and more dense. The committees some of the committees on which I am, and one of the important committees of the Rajya Sabha is on the papers that are laid on the table of the House. And the only subject that does not require anything but a head nod from the Rajya Sabha are financial bills. Even you keep that aside, if you take public sector accounts, if you take railway account, if you take any of those things, many of the standing committees and other committees that are there are hugely limited by the time available for debates. Some of the quality of debates are outstanding. But the tailoring of the agenda to meet the time limits and the limitation of the members themselves is decided by the officers. And those agenda go unchallenged from year to year. and everybody ends up saying, yes, sir, 3 bags full, sir. I'm not being critical, that's a reality. I mean, if the parliament does not meet for a whole session, what else do you expect? I mean, you know, one can be critical, but now I'm a part of it. I cannot pass on the blame. I'm one of those who comes and sits around hoping something is going to happen. However, it does not absolve, Mr. Chairman, it does not absolve any one of us, either inside or outside the parliament, from saying why there is no absolute accountability, at least in some of the areas of expenditure, which should set an example of the discipline of budgeting, of raising the sources of fund and using them. I think we can debate, and you might disagree with me, but the remainder period of my nominated membership, I shall certainly agitate on the issue of unhappiness and total dissatisfaction with the way we account to the Indian public, those who send us to this house, to be accountable on their behalf. It's a very important issue. I'm far more conscious of it, thanks to Madhukar and their colleagues, that there are organizations which are now crystallizing issues in a more debatable and open fashion than might have been the case a few years ago. With those words, Mr. Chairman, I will complete my opening remarks. Thank you very much.